Hey everybody! It is the time of year for sun and fun, which means that naturally we're going to have a little more bronzy skin. So we're going to talk today about a neutral look that smooths unevenness and gives you a bronzy glow. So we're not really going to do contour today, but we're just going to talk about bronzer and what it can do to create a natural glow for you. All right, so I'm going to start off with the Bronze B Squared brush, the blush and bronzer brush. And the first thing that I'm going to do is, and honestly, there's no right or wrong order to do any of this. This just happens to be the way that I do it. So I'm going to take the dense end of this brush, and I have shaded up for the summer, and I am actually a color called Goddess, which is on the darker part of the spectrum. But a benefit to that is that it doesn't make me look too gray, and it helps even out the redness around my eyes. And I'm going to use that to correct that the darkest corner of my eye right there. It's thin skin and it's reddish even when I have a tan. And we're going to talk today also how bronzer is really great. This cream bronzer is great for any skin tone because it helps pull together your face from your neck, especially if you're someone who always has a hat on or has SPF on your face and you're outside, maybe you do outdoor sports and then your body winds up getting tan, but your face is fair. Bronzer can be a really good way to pull that all together. So I'm going to put a light color of my main foundation color all over my skin and let it smooth out and warm up. And this cream based makeup honestly looks better after it's been on for like 5 minutes, but I'm doing just a really light coat of my all over foundation color, and it honestly just melts and looks like second skin. It still blows me away. I've been a mascara artist now for almost 2 years, and it blows me away every time. So that was a very light covering of my main foundation color. Now I think what I'm gonna do is kind of just make sure that it's up under my lid lash line there. So sometimes the finger is the best tool. Okay, easy peasy. Next thing I'm gonna do is use the same brush and put it into the Bella bronzer. So I've got two of these side by side. It makes it really easy to take this fluffy brush and dab it in. So you can kind of see how the makeup looks like it's been pecked, because that's how I get the bronzer on the brush. And so to warm up my face, I will take the bronzer around the edges of my face. It really does not look orangey. It has this amazing way to work with all different skin tones. Really, really fair to bronzy gold. It's like a miracle. I love it. Okay, so I toast around the edges of my face and then any high points on my face. So I'll put it on my cheeks, put it on my nose, and kind of like up on my brow. So warm it together, and then you can pull it down your neck and your chest. Easy, 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 easy peasy, but it really smooths out the undertones. Then I'm gonna add a little blush, and so I've got Dahlia. This is a bright pink, using the same brush. And so the blush goes on the side of the apple of the cheek and then on the cheekbone, and then I will blend it in with this same brush here. And I kind of just like to keep it on the cheekbone because you don't want to look like you're having a hot flash. I say that all the time. So keep it on the cheekbone and blend it upward. You can swirl it a little bit if you want. And then you can take the fluffy end and kind of go around there too. Okay, so that's kind of simple and easy. To keep up with the neutral and bronzy look, I'm gonna use one of the illuminators right now, and I'm just gonna use one of the cream illuminators And actually I've got my triple decker here, so I've got all these options. So Dulce is a goldy illuminator, and all the little compacts have mirrors in them. So the illuminator can go, it's looking like it's going right on top of the blush there, and you can rub those cream illuminators in. And I'll put a little bit on the high point of my brow. And I'll put a little bit on my nose and on my Cupid's bow. Same thing on the other side. This looks so pretty. I love this. Yep. So pretty. Okay. Then to make sure that it's like blended in, you can take that same fluffy brush. What in the world? What is that? And soften it up. Okay. Easy, super, super simple things to do. You can go and do like a little neutral eyeshadow too. Maybe I'll do that as well. I'm gonna take an orangey color called Valencia and just do a wash over my eye. Kind of like a windshield wash. Remember to hold your brush down low and let the brush do the brushing. And do the other side too. Okay, and then I'll use a little, slightly little darker color. Let's see what's in my palette right here. Oh, I know. Let's see. We'll use a little Lullaby, which is slightly mauve, mauvey brown tone, and put a little dimension on the side of my eye. So just swirl that in right there. Add just a little bit of dimension. And then I've got a fun little trick to show you next. Whoops. So when you're working with the powders, sometimes they fall out on your cheek. So make sure you either just dust those off or do your eyes first. Either way can be helpful. I'm just gonna take a brush, put that up there. Okay, a little trick that I'm gonna show you is, this is Georgia Illuminator. It's a powder illuminator. And tomorrow, the Stay Spray is coming back out. If you have been with me for the last 10 months, you haven't had the chance to get it because it's been repackaged. And so it's available tomorrow. And what I'm gonna do is take the Stay Spray and my eyeshadow everything brush, and I'm gonna spray the end of the brush, get it a little wet. And I'm going to use the powder illuminator and use it as an eyeshadow and put it in the inner part of my eye. And using the Stay Spray on your brush is a really great way to help the eyeshadows that are shimmery be really shimmery. And it also helps them from falling out on your face, so you don't have those little specks or get it on your shirt. Okay, how pretty. Isn't that so pretty? So just a little Stay Spray on your brush. Dip it into your, now you can do this with eyeshadow or your powdery illuminators, and it really makes the shimmer really pretty and noticeable, and just makes it last a little longer. And I find that so helpful. I like the shiny inner eye. It's really pretty. You can even take a little bit here on your Cupid's bow to get it to stay a little bit. Okay, speaking of my Cupid's bow, I'm gonna add a little gloss, and this is Summer Love, and I'm gonna put my Dulce illuminator that I used on my cheeks in the center of my lip. So try that. That's a really fun tip I've been using this summer for shimmery. Put your cream illuminator in the center. It's so cool. All right, now let's talk a little bit about the setting spray. So I really like a dewy look. I'll take the Perfector sponge and wet it and spray the Stay Spray setting spray on the Perfector sponge. So a couple good reasons why this is helpful. Number one, if you're new to cream makeup or you're switching your routine, putting your Stay Spray on your sponge like this helps take any excess makeup off. It's a really great thing to get in the habit of doing if you're new to this routine and you're not sure if you're putting on too much makeup, because it will take off the excess product but press just the right amount into your skin. It's absolutely incredible. So that's a really good tip that you can use there. You can take the setting spray and spray it directly on your face. That is absolutely fine too. But I have found that if you've got textured skin, or again, you're trying to learn how much product to use, putting it on the sponge is very, very helpful. Put it on a wet sponge. Okay, after that dries for a second, if you are somebody who is oily, or if you are getting pictures taken and don't want to have this shiny center zone, you can take your Vanilla Dust setting powder and the Power Powder brush and then go over your T-zone area with the Vanilla Dust setting powder, and it will take the shine and the reflection right out of your skin. And then it will give you even more staying power. I find it really helpful for those afternoon meetings. I know I'm gonna stay refreshed and my makeup will stay in place and it's gonna look so great. So some really simple ways for a neutral bronze look. I'm gonna come back on in a second and talk about all the ways to use the setting spray and some things I think are gonna be really, really helpful. Tomorrow the brush cleaner is coming back also. And again, if you've been with me for like the last 10 months, you've not had the chance to use the brush cleaner, but the brush cleaner is amazing. I'm gonna do a separate little video on that too. So you can always search in the videos and search in the pictures and search in the page for any topic, and you can always email me and I'll be happy to talk with you. So hope that was helpful. Have a great day.